Broadcasting from Watts Creative Studios in Bedford, Virginia, you're listening to Life, Liberty, Happiness with your host again, D.W. Lawhorn. All right. Welcome to the show. As you can tell, we've got a room full this week in the studio. I guess everybody got the memo that Brian wasn't here, so they wanted to come in and check things out. So thank y'all to everybody. Appreciate y'all listening and sitting in here, and hope you enjoy watching how this production takes place.
They were lined up at the door.
Man. And you know, again, I don't know what kind of contract that Brian renegotiated here at Life, Liberty, Happiness, but he works a week, off a week from hosting. And
he's part-time.
Yeah, but I guess he's part-time. But I guess this week he's actually on some bus book tour with a buddy of his, promoting some book, Mommy and Me or something.
Yeah, it was. He said he was going on some loop up to Michigan and back or something like that. I can't remember the exact route he was taking, but
yeah. Well, we want to give a big shout out and thank you to State Farm for sponsoring the studio here. Grizzly Garage Doors, longtime sponsor since day one. And CNS Business Services. We appreciate all the support and they give us every week, and also everybody tuning in. So we appreciate that. So this week, Tammy, tell us about the drawing. Who sponsors the drawing here?
Grizzly Garage Door. Where can you go to find a reliable garage door? Central Virginia area looks to Grizzly Garage Door LLC. Jed is a veteran of the military and provides exceptional service for both residential and commercial. Grizzly Garage Door is your place to go when you want the best. If you are building a new home or not sure what type of door is right for you, go to www.grizzlygaragedoorllc.com. New doors, existing door repair or replacements, they have emergency service capabilities too. Call 434-277-2765.
All right, thank you. And Jed and Chelsea are wonderful people. They provided us a real nice dinner last week.
Oh man, that was great.
Man, wasn't it good?
I get used to that.
Good.
Yeah, that was great.
Every
we
Wednesday.
had lasagna, the salad, breadsticks.
Oh, breadsticks was great.
And the little mints for dessert.
That's right.
Yeah, I
was
forgot about the little mints.
None of it went to waste. Thank y'all very much.
Yeah.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
None.
The one week Brian Hanger, because usually after the show, people don't know. We stay in and have an after show meeting and talk about how things went and how we can change. Not the diva.
Nope.
He hits the door, bolts, gone.
That's it. He's gone.
He's out of here.
It must not be in his contract.
Yeah. So let's do the Grizzly Garage Door drawing. Woody, who got the drawing this week?
All right. Well, let's see. I got a little drum roll here. Chris Morris.
All right, Chris. Yeah. Good deal.
Chris, we're a fan.
Yes.
Reach
Very
out.
good.
We'll get you a gift certificate. So
Yeah.
thank you for being a long-time listener. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Awesome. That's good. He's also a good weatherman, photographer.
That's right. He's all things Bedford.
A little bit of everything. Yeah.
That's right.
So let's talk a little sports. First and foremost, the Phillies are still doing good. And I know that Brian is the Nationals fans, and this week in the studio we also have a Braves fan.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
It's all right. It's okay.
They'll all come around to the light side, not the dark side.
I didn't realize how many Phillies fans were out there, really. I
Yep.
mean, I live with one for sure.
Two.
And, two now, yeah. He has converted Megan. She loves the Phillies, everything. But when we went to the car show over the weekend, the Boostin' for Boobies.
Which was great. Yep.
Yes,
to Zach
it was
and Zach.
really good. I think it was one of the Zach's parents.
Yep.
They are huge Phillies fans and everything Phillies.
And they were telling us how this year they're doing road trips. They're going to trying to make as many away games that the Phillies are having.
I think that's awesome.
Yep, that they can get to. It's pretty cool. And speaking of that, we had Zach on here a couple weeks ago talking about the Boostin' for Boobies, raising money for the breast cancer awareness. So last week, Liver Lake Park was a great show. They had food trucks, had some neat looking cars, had a real neat four-wheeler out there that was 5 feet tall that couldn't even hardly get up on it if you wanted to.
Yeah, there's no way I could have if I wanted to.
No, not for little people.
No,
that's for sure.
Not without a step stool.
Yep, but it was pretty cool. So, believe it or not, as hot as it is outside, high school football starts next week.
Man.
And I've always been one when you went to the high school game, it's freezing and you're bundled up. And,
Yep.
Going to the city stadium and everything. But no, next week it starts. And Woody,
Yeah.
did you know Brian Sly is also one of his other talents on top of being, a construction master and a failed councilman and
Sorry, Brian.
podcast. Oh, what, did I say failed? I'm sorry.
Former.
Yes, a
We'll say
former.
previously known as.
He did a good job on council. I give him a hard
he
time.
was. He
a
did
good
great.
He
job.
really
He
did.
did great.
Yeah.
Can't make fun of him
Hard
for
to
that.
listen.
But it's hard when it was just him running against two. So he did the best he could.
Did the best he
But anyway, you know that also he has been a long time assistant football coach.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, if you can imagine that.
Okay, I mean, I'm
And-
having a hard time.
I'd like to go back and find some more videos and see where he's sitting in the chair, because I'm sure he takes his chair like out of the studio here, sitting on the sidelines with his cup, yelling at everybody. But I think, Woody, you dug through the Life, Liberty, Happiness archives and found an interview from his last game from last season.
I sure did.
Let's play it for the listeners.
All right.
Hey, Coach, is there anything you want to change?
I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell out here, but it's like football's a team game, okay? It's not a team game, okay? I did my part, all right? I put in a great game plan. I mean, these players, they're horrible. My players are no good. I mean, paper's like, no excuses. I got 22 excuses, 11 on my offense and 11 on my defense. Our offensive coordinator is terrible. He gets half of his plays off of Madden, rookie mode. I mean, the guy is no good. Our offensive line, it's like Obama's immigration policy. Let everybody through. Do we have a chance next week? No, we don't. We're 0-8. We're not good at football. I got 3 white receivers. Our red zone defense is like Oprah. Like, you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown. Our quarterback, look at the playbook. We put in plays for Peyton Manning. He plays like Cooper Manning. I mean, the guy's just not good at football. No credit to the other team, okay? The other team is awful. We tried to recruit bigger, better players to come play for us, but they went to good schools. I put in the game plan. These kids can't execute. Third down, terrible. I know we need better players. I get it. We can't win with the product we got in the field here. Like, I'm down to Rick Pitino some guys if I need to, but not at this level. I'm not going to jail for these kids. I mean, they're all talking in the locker room like, we're a team. We're in this together. No matter what happens, we're together. Like, not me, dude. I'm out of here. This team's terrible.
Man, Brian, he was
Oh, Coach Sly. There you go, Coach.
motivational speaker.
Brian will get to where he learns not to leave town for anything.
Tammy, that's the thing. Once you say it, it's out there on the internet.
That's it.
So he said it. I mean, that's
Coach Sly.
We just found it. So
Coach Sly. And I encourage everybody, next time you see him at Walmart or Food Lot and whatever, everybody just yell, "Hey, Coach."
yeah, yell it.
Yeah, just yell it right at him.
He doesn't
Hey, Coach.
mind. He likes it.
Yeah, and I did have somebody that texted me this week. They was listening to the show and said they also picked up on how he avoids his bet of not wanting to wear the shot costume. And it's funny because before he lost the bet, and Woody, I believe you were witness to this.
I am.
Every week he brought it up like, "Oh, where we having that
sure
bet?
did.
What's the schedule?" And thinking I'm going to wear a Hillman shirt, sitting on the corner hugging people, and knew that wasn't going to happen. But yet, when he loses and it's time to wear the costume, he dodges that.
Hey, I don't know why
yeah.
it's never talked about again.
Yeah,
Something needs to happen because I'm getting tired of cleaning up around that thing.
that's right. It's sitting at the house waiting.
It is.
Well, so I had somebody text me and said, he avoids it. So they had a good idea. This weekend is the Battle of the Bands and Cruise In at Liberty Lake Park. And I hate to miss it because that's a great event. So we'll make sure we promote that too. But they brought up and said, not only should we get him to wear it downtown, standing at the clock where he holds up a sign and says, "I don't bite," maybe he should walk around at the Battle of the Bands.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I think it's for the people, DW.
I think so,
I think
too.
if he really believes in the people, he'll do it.
And the last couple of events we've had, farmers market and all this stuff like that, there's been some people in town that have also been walking around, circulating, getting people to sign where they want a dog park. Maybe he can walk with them and get a petition to sign a shark park. Yes. Where's that cricket sound about that now? Yes.
Oh, I'm coming. I'm coming.
There you go.
Thank you.
Slow. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. That's good. So
No crickets.
we'll give it a thought. If you think Brian should be at the Battle of the Bands walking around with the shark costume, let us know on Facebook. If he does, somebody harpoon him. Take him down.
Yell at him, Coach
That's so
Sly.
mean.
Coach Sly, holla, Coach.
Well,
and
if he does one, you shouldn't make him do two.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no. I
Until
think,
he loses another bet.
I think he should do too.
That'll just be the thing from now on.
Holla,
Make a
Coach,
bet.
and when he turns around, that's when you stick him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way he looks at you when you do it. You know how them sharks got that look in their eye. Remember that movie Jaws? That guy sitting in the boat and he's drinking that liquor and he's like, "Hey, then guys, look at your eyes when he bit you." And they rolled back
I'm
in their
just trying
head,
to get
so.
his teeth.
Yeah, there you go. That's right. Speaking of high school stuff, I want to get on a soapbox for a minute and rant a little bit about something. A couple things here. Somebody that's a mentor to me and is very smarter than me and everything. We talked about this week. He brought up a good point, that everybody rushes to the store when they have the tax-free weekend to buy school supplies. Am I right?
Uh-huh.
That's a big thing. And
Yep.
Tammy, you mentioned that last week when you went out shopping. You was like, "Well, I didn't know it was damn tax-free weekend. You couldn't get through the line," and because everybody.
I wasn't grumbling that bad, but I would not have
Damn it.
went had I
Yeah.
remembered that fact.
Okay, but you would agree that there's a
Yes.
lot of people out doing that,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
What you need to realize, people, is that in Virginia, the biggest financial support that comes from the state, that where they fund the schools, comes from sales tax. So if you go do all your damn spending on tax-free weekend, you're cutting your own throat on how they support your schools. So just go on and pay regular price, and that leads me into the next thing, because school started Wednesday, right?
Yep.
Our daughter comes home on Friday with a damn fundraiser.
Oh my gosh!
Like,
Already?
really?
Already?
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
that didn't take long.
And it just pisses me off. Okay, selling cookie dough. I think we still got in the freezer the tub from last year that's freezer burnt.
Don't kill sales, DW.
I'm not killing sales. I hope go to Tammy's Facebook. She's selling them. Everybody buy a tub. All right. How
A
about that?
tub of it.
It's pre-made this time, pre-formed, and it's 40 cookies. It's a box of 40.
Yeah, but the school pushes them
Yes.
to sell them, and if everybody on the team don't sell a certain amount, then nobody gets the backpack. Everybody loses because one person fails. And they pressure. I don't like that.
Yeah, and if you don't sell so many, I don't like it either, and I've refused to help with this one so much. I
Yes.
still have done it a little bit.
Yeah.
But if you don't sell your quota at the time, then you have to run extra laps.
Yeah.
And I know, I don't know, I could see them needing to run. That's what they're supposed to be doing, is conditioning. But, I just think that's a little extreme.
It is. It is. And the other thing is too, I'd rather go and pay the sales tax so they give you the money, then you don't have to fundraise. That's just my thing. Or,
That's easy
and the other thing is, the biggest thing she's trying to get to is to get a hoodie.
Yeah, I just
I'd
want
rather
to
buy
find
the
that
damn
hoodie
hoodie.
and
Yes,
buy
buy
it.
the hoodie.
I'll buy the hoodie and give you extra $50.
Yeah.
So I don't have to eat freezer burnt cookie dough for a damn year.
DW.
Yeah.
What brand are these cookies? Do you know off the top of you?
No,
Are they the Otis? They're not the Otis.
I really
Spunk.
don't know.
It
It might be.
I think it's made by Indians. It's from the Slapaho tribe because they're putting it to you. Just my guess. I don't know.
Let me get the.
But I was looking up some facts on stuff where they do the kids that do the fundraising thing, right? Product sales,
Yeah. Let me get this.
If you're doing something like chocolate bars, cookie dough, gift wrap, okay, the pros of that is that the product sales are pretty easy to implement and potential buyers all three are familiar with it and they'll buy it. The cons are, because they're so common, school families have become reluctant to ask family members, neighbors, co-workers, and the drawback is that a good portion of the sales go to paying for the product,
Yeah.
which reduces the amount of money that you raised. These type of fundraisers also require 2 visits to the people they're buying, one to sell it, and then you got to go back and track them down to get it to them. So it's not that good.
No.
Another thing school stuff do, these discount coupons, where you get restaurants and retailers and all to sign up on this discount card where you can go use this card everywhere.
Yep.
So let me do like Brian here. I'm going to shuffle my paperwork as I do all this stuff. The pros of that, it can make it an easy sale because everything's aligned up with one thing on a card, and you don't require much time and effort to do it. You just sell somebody a card and hand it to them because the cards are pre-printed. The cons is that your sales will be successful, but the profit is real low, and a lot of times the discounts on them really aren't that much of a discount. So you really just, again, putting it to somebody. I don't know, just my idea.
DW's rant.
My rant, and I'm done because my wife keeps staring at me. So
I need like a little rant song for you over here.
I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to work
we'll have
on
to come
that.
up with that.
And then let me borrow it and take it home.
Yeah. Hey, we're getting ready to go on vacation, so we're looking forward to that. And my wife always tells me there's a at-home DW and a vacation DW.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think
It's also the one going back to work, DW, after vacay is over.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Laura told me that last time we were on vacation. She said, It was a really good. It was like the first 7-day vacation we've taken in years, right? And she was like, "Man, I don't even recognize this Woody." So I didn't know it was that big of a difference. But I think I need to go on more of those 7-day vacations.
Ain't it funny though? But your wives never get in those moods.
Oh, she's
just perfect.
I don't have
She's
to
an
come back
angel.
and go back to work.
She's an
thanks
angel
to
all
you,
the time.
so
Yeah,
I
angel all the
appreciate it.
time, DW.
Yeah.
Just angels.
Yeah,
It's like when we were dating, everything's giddy before, and then you pick me up. We have a wonderful time, and about an hour before I have to be at home, I start getting sad again because I know I won't see you for a few days.
Oh,
That was a long time ago.
All right, on to what's happening.
I have my love music get ready to go.
Oh, well, you go ahead.
That's all right. I'm over here. That's
Okay.
all right. That's all right.
What's happening is brought to you by State Farm. When you need a good neighbor, look no further than David Honaker at State Farm. Reliable service when you need him. A friendly staff that treats you with respect. He has auto, life, RV, motorcycle, golf carts, umbrella policies, car loans. Give David a call. He's always there. He's your local State Farm dealer and his agent, and he can answer those tough questions. He's an insurance agent because he's my insurance agent because when I call 540-586-8194, they always have the right answers for me. So give David a call, 586-8194. He's located right up there by Walmart, right beside Arby's on 460 up there. And if you just stop by his office, you see his truck there's got all the decals on it, go inside and say hi, or if you want to talk to him and tell him to give you the Life, Liberty, Happiness Diva discount.
Yeah, the RV discount.
RV discount.
Yep.
Yes, the famous RV. All right, on to what's happening. So let's talk about it. In national news, unfortunately, this week has been terrible. Watching the news with the Afghan withdrawal.
So depressing.
Yes. United States has been in Afghan for 20 years now?
20 years.
And, there's both sides to that. You can see both sides that, we probably shouldn't be spending as much money as we can over there in that company to do stuff. But also, why piss away 20 years in a couple days? In July, I'm going to repeat this. What you're getting ready to hear was from July
of this year.
July of this year, a reporter asked Biden when they were talking about pulling out, and we're going to let you hear that. So.
President, thank you very much. Your own intelligence community has assessed that the Afghan government will likely collapse.
That is not true.
Can you please clarify what they have told you about whether that will happen or not?
That is not true. They did not reach that conclusion.
What is the level of confidence that they have that it will not collapse?
The Afghan government and leadership has to come together. They clearly have the capacity to sustain the government in place. The question is, will they generate the kind of cohesion to do it? It's not a question of whether they have the capacity. They have the capacity. They have the forces. They have the equipment. The question is, will they do it? And I want to make clear what I made clear to Ghani, that we are not going to walk away and not sustain their ability to maintain that force. We are. We're going to also work to make sure we help them in terms of everything from food necessities and other things in the region. But there is not a conclusion that, in fact, they cannot defeat the Taliban. I believe the only way there's going to be, this is now Joe Biden, not the intelligence community, the only way there's ultimately going to be peace and security in Afghanistan is that they work out a modus vivendi with the Taliban and they make a judgment as to how they can make peace. And the likelihood there's going to be one unified government in Afghanistan controlling the whole country is highly unlikely.
Well,
man, the train came by. Come on, man.
All right. Well, obviously, everything Biden said, oops, not happening, not true. And who knows, this train behind us might be dropping off some of the people they're getting out of there and bringing them here. I don't know. That's the other thing. It's sad you watch that plane, that C.
Oh, man, that was heartbreaking.
Big C-133 or whatever it was, trying to get out of there. People
imagine.
climbing on the sides and, falling at the sky. That's how bad they wanted to get out of there because that's how bad life is there. And it's unfortunate. And you see the plane loads of people they're bringing over here, I don't want nobody to have to be over in that kind of mess either. But man, they got them stacked up in those planes by the thousands, bringing them back. Who knows what they're bringing back in the country with disease and stuff. So I hope they quarantine them or something when they get them back. But definitely a mess over there. I know everybody's been watching on the news, and I hate it. It sucks. Hopefully we'll get past it, but we'll see what happens. Also in the local news this week, you've been seeing more and more a lot of local employers forcing their employees to have the vaccine, making a mandate. The state did it, Centra did it. I think there's a couple other people did it. So very split decision on that between people. I have the vaccine. Me and my wife have taken the vaccine because we felt that was best for us. I think people should have the choice whether they want to get it or not. I don't think it should be forced on you. But that's tough to swallow. What do you do? Give up your damn career?
Yeah, I keep hearing, like I heard on the radio this morning, a lawyer was saying how, yes, they can, they can because you have the choice to work somewhere else. But I'm with you, D. I think if people have enough information and enough freedom, that they will eventually come to the best conclusion for them.
Yeah.
And when told not to, you go have half the people that are just not going to do it just because they were told not. Yeah. They were told to do it. I mean, so it's like the minute you start doing this, it just makes it worse. Yeah. It really does. Like I'm that way. You tell me to do something, I'll hold up now. Yeah. But I don't know how I feel about that. I'm just glad I'm self-employed. So
yeah, there you go. That's right. They also tell us most employers, we don't want you doing drugs. How's that work out? Anyway, something else I found pretty odd this week, Woody.
Yes, sir.
That first time I heard coronavirus was last year when all this stuff started.
Yep.
Coronavirus, COVID, coronavirus. Got to looking in 2003. You watch Law and Order?
Mm-hmm. Good show.
2003. I want you to play a clip from the episode from 2003.
What is this about?
Anna Hopkins?
I haven't seen her in almost a year. I couldn't have infected her.
She was killed in a carjacking.
Oh my God. Charles had something to do with it?
No, but the thing is, Mrs. Hopkins had a vial of the coronavirus in the back of her car.
What? No.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What was in the back of that car?
And that's something you can go look up yourself. This is not something we made up here. 2003, that was on the episode of Law and Order. So what's up with that? Man,
It's like they're like the Simpsons. The Simpsons have told told the future for.
I wonder if the Simpsons has any life, liberty, happiness, Brian Sly predictions. Is there any on there with him wearing a shark outfit?
Yeah, I'm sure there's an episode.
Getting harpooned or something?
Yeah. Coach Sly?
Yeah, Coach Sly. Hey, Coach.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, Coach. Funny story of the day. A South Carolina man has been arrested for alleging giving a child a face tattoo at a McDonald's restaurant.
Wow.
They said. They were tipped off that the man had tattooed a child's face while sitting in the restaurant, and a customer filmed the incident and posted a video on social media.
Oh, my God.
They identified the suspect, the unlicensed tattoo artist, I'm surprising.
You think unlicensed? Yeah. What?
As Parisha.
Huh.
And then McDonald's put out a statement. In our restaurants, nothing is more important to us than the safety and well-being of our customers and employees. Wow. They also said in a statement to Fox News, the conduct reported is not in line with the values of the McDonald's Corporation, but it's more in line with the expectations of how restaurants should not be run. You would think.
No! What? Oh my God!
It sounded like you when you got your tattoo.
There you go. And I was getting ready to say, luckily we had Life, Liberty, Happiness crews on the scene.
Yes.
Was able to get a portion of that filmed.
If McDonald's says that the conduct reported is not in line with the values of their organization, it must be pretty bad.
So what they're trying to say is the kid got a McTattoo.
Did I?
Yeah. All right.
Gosh.
All righty. This week we got a guest on here. Okay. Well, first of all, I want to say that we had somebody else lined up. Somebody very special was going to be on the show, and we're going to have that person back. I'm not going to give the name because I don't want to spoil it. It was a good guest. They're going to be back in a couple of weeks. But that person fell ill today, and they didn't feel right coming here feeling bad. So we appreciate that.
Appreciate that a lot.
Thank you. We were thinking about them. Hope they feel better.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we'll be checking on them, make sure they feel better. That's right. So we grabbed somebody else that we had already tagged for a future episode. that down the road here, but we was able to get this person in here. So it's Seth Campbell.
All right.
Seth is the new Assistant Director of Public Works that works for me at Public Works, and he comes for us from the City of Lynchburg. Welcome, Seth.
Yeah, thank you very much. Excited to be here.
Awesome.
Sorry I'm not your special guest.
I know.
Oh, you're still special,
Ice a
Seth.
little.
Well,
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
If you were special, we're giving out free face tattoos today.
Yes, in the parking lot.
Yeah, in the
right,
parking
right
lot.
after the show.
Right after the show. Yeah.
Never seen that on the dollar menu, so I'll
Yeah.
check that out next time.
So Seth has been with us about a month now, doing a great job. Great guy. Really enjoy having him here. But Seth, tell us a little about yourself and your career and how you ended up here in Bedford.
All right. Well, like you said, I'm coming from the city of Lynchburg, where basically, if you've driven through Main Street, Church Street, any of the downtown area the last 5 years, I was involved in all that, so you can blame me, I guess.
You're the guy that went off.
So, yeah, I was down there the last 5 years, and this opportunity came up and decided to jump at it, and thankful to be here. So I'm from Amherst, still live out that way. My wife and I do, and just excited to be in Bedford in a small town setting, and hope to do some great things.
Yeah,
So.
that's great. The good part, you're coming here, you bring a wealth of knowledge and experience, and that's one of the things that we really enjoyed about it when we selected you and interviewed you. We saw that stand out. I'll say that you probably know this, that, coming from the field you was in Lynchburg, coming here, okay? Streets are streets, signs are signs, pipes are pipes. One of the things you saw that you said you attracted you to Bedford was the small hometown thing, that you liked.
Yeah, I mean, that's important to me. Family is everything.
Yeah.
In a personal setting and in a work environment. That's something that I've always cherished, always looked for in a job. So when I got to meet you, interview, and talk to you about the position, just felt that family atmosphere and decided to make the move here to Bedford. So far it's been great, and everybody's been awesome.
And same here, previously, 28 years ago, so whatever, I worked also for the city of Lynchburg. And I liked it, being born and raised in Lynchburg, I liked it. But you're right, when you come in here, the small town feel, it's nice. When you're in a big town, nothing wrong with that. You get, the ups of the big town is you got more choices to go eat for lunch, something like that. or you can run by the mall on the way home. You got to pick up something, that last minute gift. And so all those little things, but some things you don't miss is the traffic.
Oh, yeah.
Things you'll like in Bedford is meeting the people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of connection here that when you're in a big town like that, you might get a call, say, hey, run out here to this street and check out this drainage issue problem. Okay. In Lynchburg, you're going to go do that and come back and make a report of what you got and what you do to fix it. You do it here in Bedford, you're going to meet that person.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's all these trains coming by today for?
Man, they have been coming by all day.
They didn't get the memo we was having a show.
Come on now.
Yeah.
We have a very special guest here.
Yeah. But
I like this guy. He's
that's
awesome.
That's right.
Well, we need to get Brian up on the train tracks
That's
in the
probably
shark
him.
costume,
Yeah.
flagging the train down till the train stop come by while we're recording.
But that's the difference you'll see in Bedford. You've already experienced that, meeting people.
Yeah.
and
I've gotten to
everything,
meet
too.
a few business owners, some homeowners.
Yeah.
So, and growing up in Amherst, it's the same feel there. So this was a natural fit.
Right.
So.
That's good. So also in your past, in your time off and stuff, you like to hunt.
Oh, yeah.
I know that. So
Yep. Love to hunt, fish, anything outdoors.
Yeah. Spend time with your family. That's a cool thing too.
Yeah.
And heavily involved in your church.
Yep.
That's a good thing too.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things we look for in Bedford is we're always looking for people with new set of eyes, new ideas, how stuff. And you've already shown you can do that for us and everything. So that's a good thing too. And and I think what you already experienced and stuff like that is that we sit on a lot of good stuff here in Bedford. We've got a lot to grow off of, and. So I think that, you bringing that knowledge here and stuff, we will start to see that too. That'll come to fruition, a lot of different things. How about the drive to work? You don't mind that little bit of a drive coming to you?
It's not bad. No, it's about 45 minutes straight up 460.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is making sure my little truck can handle it. But
Yep.
I enjoy it, and God willing, if that keeps running,
Yep.
I'll keep being here. So
Yep.
we'll see. It's a good way to clear my head, though, on the way home.
That's right. Any good funny stories you can tell us, like Lynchburg, you're working there, something crazy you've seen or something that happened?
Yeah, nobody in Lynchburg listens, so they won't, you can name names. It's totally fine.
Yeah, I'm not going to name drop anybody quite yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some interesting things in Lynchburg. I know one time we had this individual come up to me and, asking for money and saying he was hungry, and I offered him a granola bar instead of cash, and I guess that wasn't the same thing, and, had a little incident there. But
Yeah.
my first week at the city, this was 5 or 6 years ago, I guess, they have a car wash there for all the city employees to go through with their vehicles, and there's an option on the car wash that said detail wash. So I chose that and drive up in the wash, and nothing happened. So I thought, okay, well, it's detail. There's the wand on the wall. Maybe you're supposed to get out and detail your car yourself. So open the door, walk over, grab the wand, and as soon as I touch it, the sensors kick in and all the automatic sprayers just start spraying everywhere. So I had to jet back to the car, get in, and then I had to go ask my boss if I could go home and change clothes.
Awesome.
So yeah, that was a little embarrassing, but
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Too bad we don't have a video of that.
Yeah.
Now we have detailed car washing here at the town for employees and vehicles.
okay.
Yeah, you pull up, get out, and wash it. So that's and it's as detailed as you want it.
That's it. It's very
You know.
detailed.
Yeah, and I think your first day you started here, we was having an issue the first day you started here. What was we having, a power issue?
I believe so.
The
We couldn't
computers
get
were out.
Munis up and running or something.
Yeah, you walked in, it was like,
Yeah.
well, you picked a good day to
Great
start.
Monday.
Yeah, great Monday. Yeah, it's been rough, but we got some events coming up. So that's the other thing, the small town thing that we like here too is, we got the Battle of the Bands coming this weekend. This week you got to sit in on Centerfest, which will be.
Yep.
I don't think you've never attended a Centerfest.
No,
here.
never have. Heard about
Yeah.
it, but never
Yeah,
been.
so you'll get to experience that. So that'll either make you or break you.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I think this will be my 30th, and if somebody was to walk up to me with a sign, a primitive sign that says "Welcome home" or "Friends," I'd karate chop it right in half. That's how
That and cookie dough, right?
and cookie dough.
Cookie dough.
Yeah.
That and cookie dough.
Yeah.
DW's going to karate kick.
Yeah, so but it's cool, when you have these small events, stuff like that,
Oh,
to
yeah.
do stuff. Also, a difference when you came to Bedford, and I'll tell the story because it's been pretty wild the last couple of weeks. Bedford is unique than other municipalities where we own all the cemeteries.
Mm-hmm.
So right away, I told you, I said that's the other thing we do is the cemeteries, and we have to do that stuff. Well, hell, you come up here and 7 people die in 5 days.
I know. I don't know if it's me or what's going
Yeah,
on here.
so-
Lord, son.
Man,
Yeah, so you and I spent a lot of time at the cemetery in the last week.
as long as I'm still up on this side.
On the other
that's
side,
okay.
yeah. Well, the good part, you can tell all your friends that you're doing that in Bedford. Yeah, I'm the last person to let you down in Bedford.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
No, it's been quite an experience, yeah. And
Yeah.
the last week, it seems like there's been several.
It's been
Mhm.
crazy, yeah. And I hate that for the families and stuff. I don't know what's going on, but
Right.
it has been pretty wild the last couple of weeks in
Yeah.
the cemeteries. But and the storms too.
Mhm.
The storms. Of course, it's hot like this. It's hurricane season. You get this kind of stuff. But the other thing is, we're making progress in Bedford. One of the projects that you started working on when you got here was the sidewalk project
Mhm.
to Burks Hill. So you got here right as we started that. So you're going to be overseeing that. This week on Facebook, there's been a big debate about that.
Man, that was a nice setup there.
Yes. And it's not your fault, But, I'll put this out there for people to listen and say, because there's a big debate, people say, well, they could have spent the money a lot different. Well, what they don't understand is a lot of this money, we get money from VDOT. And you spend it on these projects, and they come out and help identify this. So it's not like we just sit and said, hell, there's an area that doesn't have a sidewalk. There was a study done, a traffic study, surveys and stuff. And again, when I tell you this is how it takes place, and this working in this stuff, doesn't mean we agree with all this stuff.
Right.
And I'm not saying I agree or disagree with the sidewalk. I'm just trying to explain it to the people that don't know that infrastructure in a town is important.
Yeah.
And you gotta have infrastructure. You got to take care of your infrastructure, and that's one of those things. So that sidewalk there and other ones is not really necessarily taken away from other stuff that people get in town.
Mm-hmm.
But it is good to have that infrastructure.
Right.
Yeah,
and VDOT has certain, rules that you have to spend the money a certain way, so
Yeah,
that
that's
plays
right.
into
That's
it.
right. Jumping back to the downtown project you're working on in Lynchburg,
Mhm.
I know you showed me that one of the things that y'all unearthed down there when you're taking up the streets to replace the utilities was the old trolley system that was
Yeah.
still in the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we dug down below the asphalt, and there was a set of tracks, maybe 2 foot
Yeah.
below the roadway, and then about 3 feet deeper than that, there was actually a second set
Wow.
that we uncovered. So I guess over the years, the road just built up. And
Yeah.
apparently there used to be some coal chutes that trucks would back in that were kind of at the basement level of buildings back in the day. So I assume that was part of that system.
Yeah.
But it's pretty neat. Those things were still intact. All the cobblestone street was still there that we excavated and palletized the cobbles and saved those. And
speaking of that, when the Water Authority was doing the Avenel project here in town,
mm-hmm.
they unearthed the old brick road.
Oh, wow.
And people saw that, took pictures of, hey, I wish they'd bring it back, And now I'm going to tell you again, I agree that looks nice. But when it comes to walking, that's a trip hazard. When it comes to plowing, it's a nightmare.
Yep.
Those types of streets serve the purpose of their time.
Mm-hmm.
And they look great. And people that do them in historical districts and stuff, they come back, they do look good, but they are a nightmare to maintain.
Oh, yeah.
And people
You
don't
break
realize
your
that.
ankle every time you try to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're always uneven. And like I said, plowing snow and stuff on stuff like that is impossible.
Right. Well, and the cost of it, too,
The
compared to
cost.
an asphalt street is
Yeah.
just double or triple.
Yeah.
So it's a big issue there cost-wise, too.
So have you enjoyed your month here in Bedford so far?
I have. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy the job. I got a great boss.
Yeah.
Everybody's been,
Time for a raise.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Everybody's been super friendly, kind, just welcoming me in.
Yeah.
Just that true small town atmosphere has been really nice.
Yeah. Do you like that better, like interacting with people, like
I do.
getting to know them? And, because, 6 months from now, you and I'll be talking about something and you'll probably recognize and say, hey, over on that street by Mr. Smith's house.
Mm-hmm.
You'll recognize that.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. Too,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy that part of public works, is getting the interaction, getting to be involved with the citizens of the town and hopefully make their experience in the town better and
that's right.
Just keep helping it grow.
That's right. And as you've said in some meetings and stuff too, that we have a lot of nice things planned
mm-hmm.
for Bedford. But all that takes time, money, people. It's all pieces of the puzzle that has
mm-hmm.
to come together.
Yep, that's right.
And there'll be more. I mean, more stuff. It takes a lot to do that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you slowly work at it.
That's right.
Slowly work at it. And then the other thing is too, you get to see, like on our end, people don't realize like some of the behind the scenes stuff takes place. You're getting to experience something you didn't deal much in Lynchburg with, landfill stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a big eye opener until you come here and see what the landfill stuff? Because you and I have been on some
yeah.
landfill excursions here in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, those guys, they do a great job down there. They have a tough job.
Yes.
They're busy all day. And that is, to me, a tremendous service that the town, provides.
Yes.
Having that here. So, yeah.
And then the other thing is, too, is what people don't realize is what it takes when you close a landfill, the effort to go in to close it,
mm-hmm.
but also to maintain that closure
mm-hmm.
for 30 years that DEQ requires.
Yeah, I didn't realize that when I came on board.
And that's tough, and we're with those challenges right now at the old closed landfill. You got to see that. We
mm-hmm.
went down there. The monitoring, you get to do water monitoring, gas monitoring and stuff. And then the other sad part is that piece of land sits there that is very limited what you can do with it.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be creative. The big thing going right now is solar.
Mm-hmm.
10 years from now, it might be something else. I don't know.
Yeah.
It might be a place where Brian Sly builds a statue of himself or something.
Shark Pond.
Him in a shark costume.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Yeah, could they put solar panels over ADW? Not to change the subject.
Yeah, they did on part of the old landfill.
Yeah.
And of course, that came up at the last council meeting. There's a topic, where Bedford wants to do more solar, another solar field somewhere. And of course, with that, you've got to have the right size to make it work.
Yeah.
The current landfill on Orange Street, where we just closed the field phase, it's only about 7 acres working area, and that's too small. Down at the old closed landfill, they put in one. They took up about 15 acres to get a 4 megawatt, and that's considered small in the industry.
Okay.
So you need something like that
mm-hmm.
or bigger. And the other thing is too, the state is mandating the utilities. And of course, Bedford again, unlike Lynchburg, Bedford has an electric utility
mm-hmm.
where they run the electric. So you're mandated by the amount of electricity that you use, that a certain percentage of it has to be renewable energy, green energy. That's why the town still has the hydro plant. That's why they have the solar. is to make up that percentage of what we're, because if you don't, then you got to pay fines and stuff like that, and it offsets your costs, which makes it not viable to be in that kind of business because you actually lose money when you do that. So a lot, like when they put in the solar farm, then the first thing people said, well, I hope that reduces my bill. You didn't really see a big reduction on your bill, but it does in a way, because if you didn't have the renewable energy and the credits and the costs that you're required to have, what you would have to pay would probably be tacked onto your bill. Yeah, nobody wants that.
No, nobody wants that.
It's high enough already.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, and then the crazy part is that's when you see people stealing electricity from their neighbors and stuff. It's just that's just a whole nother damn thing. Yeah. You know. The other good thing you'll get to experience when you're here is snow removal.
Yeah,
you know,
looking forward
I
to
know
that.
You've done a little bit in Lynchburg, but not like Bedford.
Yeah, here you guys have a pretty awesome system that you nailed down.
We do. Woody, you can speak on that.
I did. I got to ride along this. I don't know, this past year. Yeah. And man, Seth, they are quick. Okay, so by the time I got up here, you know, they had already had they got the sidewalks done and all the other roads. Like they y'all are like a well-oiled machine up here. So yeah, it was fun though. It was fun riding around on that snow day. That was a fun day.
I have put in the budget for heated streets with water lines.
Okay.
That'll keep the snow from piling up on it. That has not been approved yet.
It's in the works though, right?
It's in the works. I've got a petition right beside the dog park for heated streets.
Yep. It's all solar power. Solar power too.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Solar panels.
Hey, that's what we can
going
do. We need to put solar panel on top of the buildings. Then when it snows, we point them down like a death ray.
That's it. You just kind of laser the snow away.
That's right.
I love that idea.
Question. What street would you hit first?
Don't hit Grove Street. Don't hit me over here.
Don't hit Grove Street. Okay. Yeah. Well, Seth, thank you for talking to us. Hang around for the rest of the show and kick in anytime you want.
Okay.
I'm going to go back to the Afghan thing for a minute. Something I had taken note to say here that I'm going to tell y'all. As you watch all this stuff unfold on TV that's happening in Afghanistan, okay, as terrible as it is, watch and keep an eye to the side to watch other stuff, okay? Because I'm a firm believer that a magician always distracts his audience when he's doing a trick.
Ooh,
that's good.
Okay,
ooh.
and I'm gonna leave that out there.
DW laying down the wisdom.
Laying down the wisdom.
Wow,
he's really good at that.
He is.
And
Just every word comes out of his mouth.
Yeah,
we need to take hold to.
Yeah, and something else good about snow. Something else good snow removal too, Seth, is that we have our personal chef.
Oh wow!
Oh,
okay.
When he lets me,
Yeah.
when he
All
lets
right.
me, I get to come hang out and fix crock pots full of stuff, and other people do donate to that too.
Yes.
Didn't
Okay.
Ashley do that?
Ashley came brought us bagels.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Somebody cooked some
Another damn
soup.
train. So.
Somebody cooked some
Yeah,
soup,
Jim
too.
Vest brought stew one time.
That's right.
God rest
Yeah.
his soul, rest in peace.
Yeah.
But Tammy can put together a damn honey ham sandwich from Walmart like
Oh
nobody.
man!
I think they're calling
Don't
for
tell
snow
me that.
tomorrow.
I was gonna say, does it have to snow to get that service?
She can unpack that great value honey ham, throw it on a slice of bread like nobody.
Man, there's nothing like a sandwich somebody else made.
Well, I don't like them to all have cold stuff to eat, so when I can, then I try to do
Yeah,
that.
I'm just picking on her. She does a great job taking care of us down there. Because you were, well, Woody was with us, you know.
Yeah.
When you're out there, I always tell people that haven't done snow removal before, snow removal is good and fun for the first hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I did a ride along, and it was fun and exciting and good to get out of the house.
Anybody wants to come ride along for a little while, I promise you, probably after about 2 hours, go take me home.
Yeah.
Drop me off. If you've ever seen the movie Groundhog Day,
Yeah.
Pretty much.
yep, there you
Yeah,
go.
'cause
There
y'all
was
have
so
to-
much back and forth, I went to sleep.
Yep. That's what I noticed. Like you have to do it in layers, and then you got to
Yep,
put chemicals down. Then you got to go back, and
yep.
it's just. And y'all didn't let up. I mean, I forgot how I wasn't out there like as long as y'all were, but I know that once you had one street, like chemicals on one street, you had a crew scraping sidewalks,
Yes.
and then you had to go over here, and then so it was never like a time where we just sat
No.
and just was like, oh, all right, we'll wait for this. No, it was constant.
That's just how we roll.
12-hour shift.
That's
Well,
it.
get
They
done.
were rolling.
And some employees that don't even go home. I
Yep.
know you have one that'll get a hotel room and stay here because he lives a
Oh,
little
wow.
bit away. So
Yeah.
Okay.
that's always a possibility.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then there's several that have a recliner here and a couple cots there.
Shh, don't give out all our secrets.
I know, but that's dedication, not
You
even
got
going
a key to the
home.
studio right here, don't you?
That's right.
Yeah, right here. Dude.
Put a little loft
take
in
it
there.
right here.
Airbnb it.
I do. I'll build you a fire.
Hey, maybe if it snows this year, Woody, when we're doing a show, we can do a live broadcast from the snow.
Oh, let's do it. That'd be fun.
Yeah, broadcasting from 26 in the snowplow. Yeah, that'd be cool. But all righty, Did You Know segment. Did You Know is brought to you by CNS Business Services. Most small businesses spend a majority of their time making sure they are getting the work done in time with the quality and keeping of their customers happy. The last thing you want to do is spend hours working on payroll, figuring out what invoices have been paid, what hasn't been paid, and so forth. Well, I'm here to tell you, CNS Business Services can help you with that. Give Charlene a call. Go meet with her. She'll lay out a plan that's affordable to you, help maximize your profits. Brian wasted a lot of money and time over the years.
A ton of money.
A ton of money.
That's what he
Well, I
said.
heard.
Now he's saving so much money, he takes off every other week.
God, and he pays the train to go by 20
ain't
times.
that the kind of man, I tell you.
God,
Yeah.
Brian.
He was kicking himself for waiting so long.
I think he's out there on the train. I think I think he's out there.
He's the one pulling that horn.
He's messing with us right
Yeah.
now.
So give Charlene a call at 586-1120. Go to the website, csbusinessservices.com. Tell him you heard about it on this show and how much you saved Brian to enable him to take all these vacations.
Yep.
She'll enjoy making your business and your life stress-free. So don't wait. Give him a call, 586-1120. Yeah. All right.
They're good people.
This week on Did You Know? What do you like documentaries?
I do. I love documentaries.
I do too.
Love a good Netflix documentary.
Yeah, me too. This week, Tammy and I watched a good one, and I was telling Seth about it this week. As weird as it sounds, we watched a documentary about an octopus.
Oh yeah. That is a good one on there.
It's called My Octopus Teacher.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm shocked because I'm not very good at picking out. Cause I don't watch TV a lot. I don't watch to see what movies are out there. DW is the master at picking out a movie, and I'm thinking when I'm getting going.
Could you repeat that?
Yes, no.
Yes, I'm gonna.
So I'm thinking sometimes, what is this? But it ends up being a great story, a great movie. So then he says, I said, won't you find something good to watch on TV? And he said, well, how about this documentary on octopus? And it's like, okay. So I'm thinking the worst, but I love aquatic stuff. So it really caught my attention quick, and it was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was really, really surprisingly good.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we actually saw a Brian offspring in there that shark.
We did.
Yeah.
Several of them.
A little fluffy shark.
A little fluffy
It
shark.
was
little
mean.
fluffy shark.
It was mean.
It was mean.
Yeah.
Brian can be mean.
I don't want to ruin the show for everybody.
Did you see how
but it
Brian
was
got
mean.
last week? You got in between him and that lasagna? Man, he was pissed.
I know he was hot.
Had that breadstick hanging on his mouth. He's like, "Brr, brr, brr, brr." So,
Yeah.
Well, anyway, with that, I saw this week that I'm anxiously awaiting to come out. I think it comes out on the 25th. Netflix documentary on Bob Ross,
Ooh.
the painter. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Wow.
You know, it should be good. We're going to put a little happy tree right here. Right. And you can put as many leaves on as you want. It's your tree. You can do what you want to. And we can go over here. Yeah, we'll just go over here and we'll just put him in a little friend right here. Put another tree right here.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah. Yes, a little tree. Just put a little snow on the mountain, right? How much snow do you? I always liked snow when I was a kid. We can just paint as much snow as we want right here. I used to walk through the snow. I like the snow.
We have our very own little Bob
Yes.
Ross.
Anyway, here's some Did You Know about Bob Ross. Did you know that he was an Air Force Master Drill Sergeant?
What?
His quiet voice and gentle demeanor was just two of his most iconic traits that makes the facts that he spent 20 years in the Air Force and retired to the rank of Master Drill Sergeant very surprising. Okay. He was the guy that told everybody what to do. He's the guy yelling, make your bed, clean that bathroom. Okay. And he said that job required him to be mean, a tough person, and he got fed up with it. And he promised himself when he got out, he'd never raise his voice again.
Well, he kept it,
Oh.
didn't he?
Yes.
Man.
So that's pretty neat.
Man, I love some Bob Ross.
I do too. he was inspired by another guy that did that wet on wet painting and the guy was named Bill Alexander. Okay, and you can look all this stuff up because I did today too. It's pretty cool. From 1974 to 1982, German painter Bill Alexander hosted an instruction show on PBS, The Magic of Oil Painting, where he shared his wet on wet oil painting technique. Ross discovered the series while he was working as a bartender, became an immediate fan, and ended up getting in touch with him and studying under him to learn this trait. He became his mentor. Ross dedicated his first episode on PBS to the joy of painting to Alexander. He said, "Years ago, Bill taught me this fantastic technique, and I feel as though he gave me a precious gift. I'd like to share that gift with you today." And that's what he said on his first episode.
That's what he said. Oh.
But this may be where the documentary
Here we
starts.
go. Here we go.
Bill Alexander was not thrilled after Bob Ross became successful. He said he betrayed him. He told the New York Times, "I invented that and I trained him. Now he's copying me. What bothers me is that he just flat out betrayed me and now he thinks he's better than me."
Oh, gosh.
Student became the master.
I also say Bob Ross is Bob Ross. So,
Oh, my gosh.
Bob Ross' signature perm. Okay,
Man,
his hair.
He did. He had epic perm.
That was an economical choice.
wow.
It was during Ross's time on the road. Yeah, I'm getting to that part.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Sorry.
On his time to the road, can you believe this?
Brian, if you don't quit and get off that
He's
trade.
just backing up, pulling.
He
forward.
is being a jerk up there.
Somebody go out there and flip him a bird.
God,
Yeah.
Brian. Like, we're talking about Bob Ross, Brian, please.
Yeah. When he was on the road and he was teaching painting and he was not making much money, so he learned how to stretch every penny. And maybe his name was Bob Bays.
Hey,
Huh?
get back to your story.
Did I die?
So he learned one way to save money on haircuts was just getting a perm. Thinking ahead. So he was so good and talented, and when he came into the PBS studios, he would film an entire season in 2 days.
Man, I like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to start doing, Life, Liberty, Happiness.
He all his seasons were, let's do that. Yeah. Had a 13 episode season for The Joy of Painting. He would do each season in 2 days.
Man.
And that freed him up to get back to do his teaching, where he made his real money and selling his supplies to the stores and stuff.
Get it, Bob.
Very interesting.
Bob is interesting.
You never saw Bob Ross paint people, did you? He never said, "I'm going to put a happy little guy by this tree over here as he stands beside this happy little tree. And you can put as many guys as you want to beside this tree because it's his tree, it's your tree." Never happened. In fact, he didn't like people.
I've got to find
Wow,
it.
after that job.
That was
I guess
his
not.
biggest secret, his manager said. If you noticed, even when he painted his cabins in the snow-filled mountains, they never had chimneys. You know why? Because if they had a chimney, that means somebody was in there building a fire, and he didn't want any sign of a person.
Oh, my
in his
God.
painting. Yeah. He also loved wildlife. Yeah.
Here you go. There you go. I got you, DW.
There you
Just a
go.
little background music for
There you go. When he was a kid, he kept an alligator in his bathtub. He loved wildlife, so he liked to save them. So he found one that was injured and kept it in his bathtub until he nursed it back to health. Before he painted happy little trees, he painted pans. While stationed in Alaska during his stint in the Air Force, right before he got out, he indulged his creative side by painting now epic landscapes onto golden pans, which he sold for $25 a piece. Today, they sell for thousands.
I was
on
going to
eBay.
say, I want one.
Wow.
He was actually discovered by one of his students, though it was Alexander who taught Ross how to paint the wet on wet. It was Kowalski, one of his students, who put him on the pop culture map, and she is credited with the woman who discovered Ross. She took a 5-day painting course from him and was so intrigued she became enamored by his calming voice and positive messages that she went and worked out the deal for him to get on PBS and then quit her job to become his manager and helped him start his line of Bob Ross art supplies. When his seasons from 83 to 94 on PBS, he worked for free.
Wow.
Wow.
The Joy of Painting ran from 83 to 94. So even the broadcast television rates were so low at the time for production stuff that he didn't feel it was right to get paid. So he actually did the series for free because he was making all his income from his supplies and lessons.
Man.
His company sold art supplies and how-to videotapes, taught classes, and had a traveling art instructors who roamed the United States teaching his painting. and all those income come back to him.
Man.
All those little comments about that happy little tree, all that stuff, right? Not ab-lipped. His manager said he would lay in the bed at nighttime thinking about the next day's show to do everything, and he would plan every word. He knew actually when and where he was going to say those words.
Are you talking about Bob or Brian? Brian Schleich.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, both, yeah.
All right, just
Quite often on the show because he kept a tiny squirrel in his pocket.
what?
Yeah. Now, Bob, is that a squirrel in your pocket, or would you just have to get here painting? I don't know. He regularly featured a rotating cast of happy little animals, and one was a tiny squirrel named Peapod that helped got a lot of airtime. According to Ross, Peapod liked to sit in his pocket while he painted.
That is adorable.
Bob Ross made 3 copies of each painting that you would see on the show. He did 403 episodes. The first copy he painted before he got there, and that would be set off to the side out of camera that he would use to go by when he was painting the current one. And then after the show went off, he would do another one so the photographers could stand beside him and take pictures as he did each stuff to have production shots. And then he would take all those and donate those paintings to the PBS stations to sell auctions to raise money.
Bob's a good guy.
He did over 30,000 paintings, never sold one. He let them sell them for the shows to raise money. And then when he passed away, ones that didn't go into his art gallery display were donated to PBS to sell off. So,
Well, he's still making money today.
yes.
Because I know that in the laundry I have Bob Ross socks, Bob Ross underwears.
Yes.
Yeah.
So with that, I was going to say the other thing is
Not for me.
maybe I can send Woody a picture to put on our Facebook since we're talking about this. We have a friend named Greg that we go camping with and hang out with that looks like Bob Ross.
He really, really does.
And the wild part is, I mean, he looks like Bob Ross. And I looked up, because you can Google also, because when I saw that thing about the perm, I looked up Bob Ross before he got his perm. It looks like Greg in high school.
Really?
It's crazy.
Yeah, I need to see this.
So maybe this Netflix documentary is about Bob Ross and not dead. He actually taken an identity in Virginia.
You've gone camping.
And he
with
smokes Coors Light and drinks Coors Light and smokes cigarettes and goes
I was
camping.
going to say some sort of light. Yeah.
So next time I'm hanging out with my buddy Greg, I'm throwing a damn paintbrush in his hand.
Man,
saying, go
that's
at
it.
it, feather
Yeah,
man.
he could be a twin.
I've got
separated
so
at
many
birth.
ideas
Yes.
right now. Oh my gosh.
And that's one of the things. And I'm gonna send you those pictures tomorrow.
Okay.
Woody, and you can put them on there. I'll find something that look like it.
You need to ask Greg first.
I'll have to ask him.
Or Janet. She might
Bob.
get upset
We'll
with
call him
you.
Greg Bob.
Yeah.
Bob Greg.
It's okay.
Okay.
But one of the things we always do every year for Christmas, we all try to buy him Bob Ross stuff. You know,
Yeah,
because it's so fun. All right, let's wrap this thing. A business highlight.
Oh, I got something for that, DJ.
Okay.
Hold on one second. A little slow today.
Yeah.
On the upkick.
That's okay.
Here you go. I got something for you.
You don't
3, 2, 1.
have Brian here to cue you up.
I just there we go.
Sonic on Independence, 999 Independence. All right, they got all kind of food. They got hot dogs. They got hamburgers, and
Chicken wings.
chicken wings,
Chicken
and,
wings, chicken
fried
wings.
pickles. But old DW rides through there about every other day and gets a slushy.
Yeah, really good.
My-
full of fruit. Really.
Yeah,
They're good.
my favorite. And I found out from 2 to 4 they're half price, happy hour.
Oh, you shouldn't have told me that.
Yeah.
That needs to be before the show.
Yeah,
Go
I
get
did,
slushy.
Yeah, I didn't do that because the other day I rode over after 4. It was after the council meeting.
Yeah, you were
I went over
complaining
and,
about that.
and I was complaining to the guy, and I was like, man, they're trying to rip me off over there. That kid, he's like taking my money. So next time I went over, I was like, man, y'all have different prices for different people, different times. And the guy's like, oh, 2 to 4, it's a happy hour.
Yeah, don't you remember taking me there for a milkshake one time? 'Cause it
I was
happy
so
hour.
intrigued because you was in the car with me, baby.
Sure.
I'd have handed
He
the
was
guy,
so blindsided by love, Tammy.
I'd have handed the
Yeah.
guy.
He didn't know what to do.
I'd have paid $50 for that slush.
Did you
That's
pay
right.
Woody to say that?
He just threw his card and his wallet at him and said, "Take it.
That's it, man.
I got my
Yeah.
love right here."
That's it,
He
man.
does
You
that
just-
every day, just about.
That's
anyway.
it.
every time I'm just in a daze when I'm around you.
That's it.
Sure.
You know, just
That's
like,
it.
oh man, just
That's
can't
right.
believe it. Can't believe it.
Your nose is growing. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway. All right. Well, thank you everybody for listening today. Wish Brian good luck on his book tour, bus tour, all that good stuff. So hope you're doing good. Woody, take us out with a song.
I got you.
Thank you, Steph, for being on here too.
Yeah, go Braves.
Yeah. Oh.